Hey, welcome back to my channel, and my name is Daniel, and thank you for watching. Today is Saturday, June 14th, and today we are going to be busy with some drip irrigation system, and currently right now I am getting some water for my plum trees, and I already got that hooked up and ready to go. And earlier today I was busy with setting up some water, and I got some water for all of the squashes, and I have something cool to show you, and we'll go from there. So last week we set up this irrigation drip system for all the squashes, and this morning I got some water and hooked it up. Last week I watered, and this morning I watered again, but this time I bought some straw bale, and I ended up putting all the straw on them, and I have something cool to show you. Well, unfortunately I cannot find it, but we had our first growth of squash, and I believe it's either the black zucchini or the summer squash. And yeah, they're growing, and I put some bale of hay just so that way it can cover it from the pests, but also help with the top part of the soil, mostly because the top part is clay with the bale of some hay or some straw, and basically I did that just so that way it can keep the top soil moist, and so that the squash can kind of grow through, and yeah, just keep the maintain the moisture on top too for that natural heat and growth for them to sprout. So yeah, now we're gonna fix the drip system for the watermelons, and then we're gonna get some watermelon again. And right now I'm watering the plum tree and the nectar tree. So now we're gonna set up the drip system. And here we go. It is currently 95 degrees, but I am going to set up this drip system regardless. But I'm using these Rainbird half inch piping, elbow piping, and then I have these T-posts, and I'm going to set it up to, I have like 6 of these, 6 lines, so I'm going to set it up in between each of these. And that's 1, 2, so it's gonna look a little like this: 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oops, no, let me take it back. 6 right here. Elbow. I'm gonna set up like that in between, and then the water line right here. And then I'm going to do the same on the opposite end as well, just so that way I can plant some pumpkins on that back end right there. Some pumpkins and some other vegetables later. So alright, so I have stakes in with the elbows, and got the T-posts, and then I got the main water all set up on the side. So now we're going to go over to that side, and we're going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to get it set up, and then I left that last one. I put an extra one because this line was long, and so I left an extra long, and then I'm going to put another one just for the corn, kind of like a hose, and then put all the corn on that side as well. And then on that back end, I want to do some pumpkin on that corner. So So while I was recording a time lapse, and my phone overheated, so I ended up missing out on that whole thing. So anyways, here is the end result. I finished out the T's and the elbows, and then I capped off that middle end on that end, and then I ended up putting on some straw on here on each and every one of them. And then I am gonna end today here, but I'm gonna start fixing the emitters for the drip right here, and then I'll put these in tomorrow morning. So, and I also finished this side too as well. Here's my tomatoes, and then my different types of jalapeno, Tabasco, and then got my green chili here, and then my potatoes are starting to grow. I got one right here, as you can see, and then two right in here, and that's growing pretty cool. And then the corn is growing, and I need to set up the emitters for these as well, but I finished out this pipes or the water line for this section here, so they'll be ready for emitters tomorrow. It is Sunday, June 15th, and it's Father's Day, and happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And I'm here getting some water, and I'm in my church work outfit. So but we're gonna get some water, and we're gonna get some watering of some watermelons and some fruits and stuff. So but I just wanted to show you this. It is clear and calm on this side, and the wind is blowing from the north, so this is kind of like northwest. And who's the dingleberry that started a fire? Because that's some serious smoke. We were out there in Newcomb, and that smoke was starting to get pretty bad. So you can really tell, like, that whole section right there. Wow. Anywho, I'm gonna get some water, and we'll water our plants. So last night about 10 o'clock, I was like putting these emitters together, and then about early this morning, I winded up about 6 o'clock this morning putting all these emitters into this drip system, and so it's ready to go. I got some water already, and now we're gonna go stick it in here and let it drip out. So, and here we go. Alright guys, so I have the water in here, and now all the watermelon is getting water. The only issue I have is that bar right there. I screwed it in all the way, and the thread on the white part is smaller than the thread on the actual tank. So I need to find a bigger thread so that way it's not leaking so much water. But however, I just threw some corn down right in here, and actually I threw some corn down right there as well too, all along there. So we'll see if these guys grow, and yeah, I'm gonna head to get some more water for the trees on the other side, and then I'm going to I made a solution to because the bugs or grasshoppers have been chewing my apricot tree. So I'll show you that here in a bit. I got the water done on this side, so it's emptying out to all the chilies and potatoes and corn. And I planted some more potatoes, Yukon, and I tried some onions too as well. So the onion patch is like right there. And I tried to start some chili, and I'm not sure what's going on with that. So I might just buy more chilies next week and tomatoes as well. I tried to start tomatoes from the seeds, but we'll see. I don't know what's going on. So we'll see. So now that the hay has settled down, or the straw has settled down, here's the squash. It's growing. Look at that. It's coming out finally. And then there's this one too. They're all popping out now. Look at that. Yay! Yay! And then I think this one's, nope, just those two for now. Alright, so we got the water for the trees, the fruit trees back here, and they are coming in nicely. But we have an infestation of grasshoppers like I did in my last video. And I thought my apricot tree was going to be fine, but they devoured my poor apricot tree, and it looks like they're struggling, and it's just, they're all over it. And I made a solution for it. So with a little bit of research, grasshoppers don't like chilies, so I'm put in this 28 ounce spray bottle. I believe it's a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and then I put in 2 tablespoons of distilled vinegar. Unfortunately, the spray bottle, I just bought it and it just broke on me, and I don't know why. It sucks, but I just grabbed an old water bottle, poked some holes in there, and then I'm gonna spray it down. So okay, so with the solution, I'm just gonna spray it down, and look at that, they tore through my apricot tree, and I'm sad about this, and I need to go and prune it again, but I'm just gonna pour all over and get it nice and soaked. Hopefully we'll check back in a week and see how they're doing, and you can tell they're just eating away with it. I'm just kind of mad at these stupid grasshoppers. I'm gonna do the same to this tree, cherry tree, because I feel like they're doing the same thing, and it kind of sucks because it's a brand new tree still. And we'll see how it works. We'll see you next week. I basically did these trees already, and now I'm gonna hit the apple tree. All right, so the solution is all over the trees. I want to see in a week or so how they do, and we'll go from there. And hopefully, they'll stop eating my trees. And I'm gonna end the video here, but I'm gonna clean out the rest of the bushes, tumbleweeds, and all the shrubs and stuff, and hopefully that will deter them from being in here. But I'm gonna call it here. I hope you learned something today. So if you enjoy this, click follow, subscribe, hit the notification button, watch all my videos, comment. If you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments and let me know. Till next time, hagone.